Hey guys, if you ever heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. Let me explain. It's free. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Anchor will distribute your podcast for you so it can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many more. You can make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. I hope you guys enjoy. Welcome back, you guys. I'm your host of Real Talk with K.W Podcast, and this is where Real Talk comes to life. I am so excited to be back with you guys. Happy Monday, happy fun day, happy whatever day you want to call it. I hope you guys are having an awesome week. I know it's the beginning of the week, but how's Monday been going for y'all? Guys, there's been like a change to the website that I've been using to record my episodes from. So I will be leaving a question for you guys to think about and just to respond to, and let me know what you guys think based off of the topic that we'll be talking about this evening. So trust me, the question is not going to be too complicated. So I am asking you guys to engage with me, talk to me, because I want to have a relationship with you guys. I want to communicate. So if you can, please leave some comments below, just letting me know what you think about the question that I'll leave for you guys at the end of this episode. So let's get right into it. This episode is called Signs of a Good Friendship. Number 1, having a friend that helps you boost your self-esteem is a good thing. It's good to think. It's not good to think negative about yourself all the time. When you're surrounded by people, you want to be surrounded by people who want to see you do good, people that support you, people that encourage you, just people that help you to believe in yourselves. And I want to say this, guys, because I don't want you guys to think that you shouldn't already believe in yourself, but you do want to have friends that want to see you do well, that want to help you believe in yourself more whenever they see you down and stuff like that. You don't want, like, say if you're in like a bad situation and you feel like you're not doing so well, you don't want to have somebody around you that's like talking negative towards you, and they're talking down to you, basically making you feel worse than what you already feel about whatever you're going through. So when a friend does that for you, that's a real friend. That's a real friend. If you guys want to leave feedback at the end of this episode, please let me know if you agree about this specific comment that I just made. But this doesn't mean that, like I said, this doesn't mean that you don't believe in yourself on your own. But I'm saying when you have others that care as much as you do, it shows that they matter and that they care. So that was number 1. Number 2, when you are wrong, they call you out. Oh my goodness. Guys, I do not want to tell you how many times I've had friends call me out on my faults, or like what was, you know what I'm saying? Like things that I've done wrong, things that were just disrespectful, like things that I could have done better. Like, even if you don't like the comment, like I really think that it's good to have a friend that's honest with you and that's not going to lie to you. And I'm not saying you should say it like disrespectfully, or they should say it disrespectfully, because I'm not saying take disrespect. But what I'm saying is you don't want somebody, for one, if they're going to lie to you, they don't care about you. If they really care about you, they're going to tell you the truth, and they're not going to tell you what's better felt than told. They're not going to tell you really what you want to hear more than what the truth is. And sometimes the truth hurts, but they got to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's a real friend. But your real friends are able to point out, you know, what you do wrong and your rights, and they help you to see and be mindful of what you did, not to be mean, but to help you improve in those situations. It helps a person to be more accountable of their mistakes. You know, having a friend that's straightforward and open are the best ones to have. Let me tell you guys that, you know, sometimes I'm in situations where I feel like I done made the right decision, or maybe that listening to my friends is probably not the best way to go. But, you know, I have smart friends too, and not in a mean way, but I'm saying smart as in intelligent, like brilliant type thing. And I'm saying not every decision that I think is the best decision could be the best decision. I'm not going to say that they know what's best for me, because the only person that know what's best for me other than me is God, for real. But what I'm saying is, because they're a real friend, you should want to take advice from them, because they've been around you long enough to know, if they are your real friends, they most likely they've been around, for years, long enough. Not even a couple years. I said a couple years, guys. I meant to say not even a couple months, but like several months to know you well enough. Number 3, they listen to you. Whenever you and your friend have a conversation, they're not trying to make it all about them. They understand that all the information that is being shared matters and that it shouldn't be one-sided. This is so important, guys. So important. When you're dealing with somebody like that, that's called self-absorbed. For one, you don't want to have a friend that's self-absorbed, because I don't see how you're going to be able to engage in a conversation. How are you going to enjoy the conversation if every time y'all talk it's all about that one person, when really, when you have a conversation with somebody that's a friend or just somebody in general, you want to be able to relate to them. You want to be able to understand their interests. You want to be able to find out if y'all have the same interests. You know what I'm saying? If y'all could vibe, if y'all could be friends for years, or could even be friends for a long time, or even tolerate each other. And I'm saying, having a friend like, I wouldn't even call somebody like that a friend, honestly, because they really don't even care about you. Like I said, if they self-absorbed, how in the world they going to care about somebody else if they could barely care about themselves correctly? Because like I said, when you're self-absorbed, a lot of times, like I said, you think the world revolves around you, and that's not even loving you correctly. You know what I'm saying? You're loving yourself, but it's overdoing it. It's overdoing it. All right. The relationship goes 10 times stronger that way when you guys can communicate effectively. And not only is the conversation talking about both of you guys, but you guys get along with each other. You know what I'm saying? And it's healthy conversations, So yeah, number 4, they are present. Okay, not only do they pay attention to their needs, but your needs as well. They will give their undivided attention. Sometimes the conversation doesn't even have to be that important to them, but the fact that you trust them with the information you're going to give them can make them feel as though they should listen, because you may need a helping hand. This is very important, guys. You don't want to call somebody a friend that feels as though everything that I say is important, but what you say, because it's not important to me, or I don't think like we can really relate, I'm going to sit here, and tolerate it, but I'm not really listening to what you're saying. So if you was to ask me what was you talking about, I wouldn't be able to explain it back to you. Yeah, because here's the thing, guys, and this is really selfish, honestly. You don't want a selfish friend, and you don't want to be selfish too. And if you are selfish and you know that you're selfish, we need to work on these things. We do need to work on these things. But I say all of this to say this. A person won't know how to be a real friend, honestly, until they're connected with Jesus the right way. But I'm saying, if you're trying to be a good friend, you don't want to have like selfish ways. You got to be able to put your pride to the side and be able to listen to others and their feelings and their emotions and how they feel, and not worry about what's going on with you all the time. Not saying that you can't talk about what's going on with you, but I'm saying sometimes your friend could be dealing with something way more worse than you. Way more worse. And so you got to be open. You got to be honest. You have to be able to how can I say it? You gotta be able to come to an understanding and an agreement with that person when it comes to that. So number 5, they support us through adversity. So they support you when you feel as though you aren't your best self. They are there through the good times, the bad times, when you're grieving, when you have joy, when you're scared, and everything else. Here's the thing, guys, and I'm glad we talked about the grieving process. There are some, and this has happened to me, so I just want to point this out. When you're going through, because not everybody is mature enough to handle this, but when you're going through a grieving process, if you choose to talk to certain people, it's honestly, guys, it's not, what I will tell you is that it's not healthy to shut down just because, you're grieving. But I'm saying, pay attention. Like I said, you really want to pay attention to who your real friends are and who are mature enough to handle this type of information, because you don't want to tell somebody that, you know, a family member passed away and they bust out laughing or something like that, or they don't know how to encourage you. Not everybody knows what to say when there's a death in someone's family. You know what I'm saying? So that's why it's really important to pay attention to those things. Very important. So number 6, they help keep your stress. They help keep your stress under control, meaning they really don't want to see you worrying all the time or stressing. Because here's the thing, guys, before I get into more information on number 6, it's not healthy to stress all the time. It's not healthy to worry all the time. So we have to keep in mind that if we have friends that don't want to see that, and they always want to make sure that we good, be open. Talk to them. If you know that they're not the type to go and run and tell your business to other people, and they're always there looking out for you whenever something is going on, even when something is going well, that's a true friend, and they really care. So keep them around. They know what makes you upset. They help you to make better decisions. Just their presence alone can calm down your stress, guys. This is very important. I don't want you guys to think that the decisions and the situations that you're in only happens to you. Because here's the other thing. Just because you have a real friend and you're so close to them does not mean they're going to tell you every single thing. Okay? You don't know what your friend is going through sometimes, or there's some things that they have been through that could have been worse than a situation that, you know, you're in at the moment. And what I'm saying is, if you open up and tell them what's going on with you, you never know. They might say, "Oh, girl, I've been through that too. This is how you can get through this. This is how you can get through that." And I'm saying that's why it's good to not, you know, depending on who the friend is or who the person is. Because if it's an associate, I would not tell them, you know, not everything. I'm not saying be an open book, but we talking about people that's been like really good friends for like 5 to 10 years, or, you know, 3 years and more and stuff like that. I'm saying you want to open up to them, because these people are trying to be there for you. They are, and you got to be open, or you could push them away like that. Number